Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Former Broncos CB Chris Harris Jr. retiring after 12 seasons in NFL. Chris Harris is done waiting for another phone call. He's calling it a career. After preparing for one more opportunity and failing to attract interest, the veteran cornerback is retiring from the NFL after 12 seasons. "I just waited a year and I stayed in shape, but I realized that everybody was pretty much moving on with the younger players, the younger wave," Harris told the Denver Gazette in a story posted Tuesday. "So I thought it would be great to just call it an end." An undrafted signee out of Kansas in 2011, Harris proved to be a gem in his pro career, filling a key role as a cornerback in Denver's vaunted no-fly zone defense of the mid-2010s. Alongside Aqib Talib, T.J. Ward, and Darian Stewart, Harris and the rest of the Broncos defense posted a league-best showing in total yards and passing yards allowed per game, forming the NFL's top unit on the way to a triumph over 2015 NFL MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50. Harris carved out quite a career for himself by winning with grit. He was a tenacious defender and relentless tackler with a nose for the ball that helped him rack up 20 interceptions in 9 seasons with the Broncos, rising from unknown to a staple of a Broncos defense that perfectly complemented Peyton Manning in the Hall of Famer's final years in the NFL. Harris earned 4 Pro Bowl nods and a first-team All-Pro selection 2016 in his 9 years in the Mile High City, enjoying his prime years with a Broncos team that reached the Super Bowl in the 2013 and 2015 seasons. With remarkably consistent production serving as a hallmark of his career, Harris was named to the Pro Football Hall of Fame's All-Decade Team for the 2010s. As Denver entered a rebuild, Harris found employment in a familiar but new place, switching sides in the Broncos-Chargers rivalry when he signed a 2-year, $20 million deal with Los Angeles in 2020. He'd play out the length of that contract, recording 74 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 8 passes defense during his time with the Bolts before giving it one more go with the Saints in 2022. "I was able to accomplish pretty much everything," Harris said. "The only award I didn't win was Defensive Player of the Year. Getting All-Decade was the top thing. I feel definitely blessed, especially coming in as undrafted. I pretty much had to fight through all my career, and being able to overcome that's one thing I'm definitely happy for." At 33 years old, Harris held out hope he'd get a final chance to chase another ring in 2023, choosing to wait for a call from a contender. He never received such a call, though, instead spending the 2023 season staying in shape and watching from afar. This time around, Harris isn't interested in spending time sitting by the phone. With a lengthy, prosperous career complete and Super Bowl ring in his possession, Harris is ready to begin the next chapter of his life. Eagles A.J. Brown brushes off highest-paid receiver title. "We don't play on paper." The Philadelphia Eagles made A.J. Brown the highest-paid receiver in the NFL, but the Pro Bowl wideout dismissed the significance of that standing. Nothing, he told reporters Tuesday in reply to what it means to him. "I want to prove it. We don't play on paper. Nobody cares what's in the bank account when you step between them lines." Brown inked a 3-year, $96 million contract extension late last week. The $32 million per year average in new money, coming 2 years after he was traded to Philly and signed a 4-year, $100 million extension, makes him the top-paid wideout in terms of annual value, and the $84 million in total guarantees are the most for the position. Part of Brown's dismissal about being the top-paid wideout might have to do with the knowledge that his compensation will soon get trumped by the likes of CeeDee Lamb, Ja'Marr Chase, and Justin Jefferson. After all, Brown's deal came about 30 hours after the Lions' Amon-Ra St. Brown briefly took the title. Highest-paid honors in the NFL are fleeting. Brown is after a different sort of award, a Lombardi Trophy. Brown said he hopes the new extension, which puts him under contract through the 2029 season, means he'll be retiring one day in Philly. "When I hang my cleats up, it's gonna be in that uniform right there," he said. "I'm not, ready for it to be over with, but that's the goal. I think my career took off when I got here. I went to another level. It feels right. My family's here. My girl started school again here. I got teammates, they're kids. I want them to grow up together." Since his trade from Tennessee, Brown has earned 2 Pro Bowl nods in 2 years and been named a second-team All-Pro in each campaign in Philadelphia. In 2022, he generated 88 catches for 1,496 yards and 11 touchdowns. He followed that up with 106 grabs for 1,456 yards and 7 scores in 2023. "This is home. This is home," Brown said. "There's going to be some good days, there's going to be some bad days, but this is home. I've been loving it. This is the best town there is, man. The support is just through the roof. Away games, home games. Away games feel like home games. The support system is unmatched. I'm loving it." Eagles general manager Howie Roseman spent the offseason locking up the club's core to ensure several more runs at a championship. Landon Dickerson, Jake Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Jordan Mailata, Devonta Smith, and now Brown have all gotten multi-year contracts or extensions this offseason. Add that to Jalen Hurts getting locked down last year, and the Eagles' foundation is set for the next several seasons.